set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway here in London. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Ready. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, 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 hey. 26.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
5-9. Hey, let's go. 26 Mike. 26.
On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Hey, 5-7. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got you.
Breeze to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Good track.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8. You kill. Safety scraping. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, defense.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
11. Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go, D. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Coming this way. Here we go. 11.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
180. Go. Value three.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Kamara now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Finding room at the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 84 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. What we got, what we got, what we got?
To throw again on second down. Breeze got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, come on, now, come on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, but it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 57 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, it's Kamara. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 down, 3 down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is JoJo Natson, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
From the end zone, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Kill.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Samson Abuka in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Obama. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Check that.
Topper.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second and 10, Goff again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
5'9".
58, come on. Quit talking about it and bring it.
21.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Ready. Waiting. 5-1.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Easy. I got motion, man. Me. Here we go.
Here's Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get Flair.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Check. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the run.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Hey, let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior.
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Goff over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee taking it in. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yellow waiting. 4 down. Sammy. 26 months. Over. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Goff. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Too low, cut. 11. Hey, exit.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.